Well, good morning, everybody. I want to say thanks for joining me. It's an honor to be able to lead you in a devotional today, hoping that this catches you at the start of your day and that it'll help your whole day go better. But even if it's at the end of the day, that's okay. As long as we spend some time with God and drinking in His Word, man, things just get better. So I'm hoping that if this is at the end of the day or even in the middle, that things will just improve from here. So, at any rate, this is Wednesday, so we're going to be doing something from the book of Proverbs today, and it's an excellent book, just full of wisdom. And Solomon was wisest man on earth, and he's credited with writing most, if not all, of these proverbs. So we're just going to dig in. We're going to take some literally divinely given wisdom in. So let's see. It's Proverbs chapter 24, and we're going to be in verse 5. So Proverbs 24, 5 and 6 is what we're looking at. It says, the wise are mightier than the strong, and those with knowledge grow stronger and stronger. So don't go to war without wise guidance. Victory depends on having many advisors. All right, guys. This is what this whole thing's about, is that the idea that we don't know it all. But I mean, all of us is hopefully learning and growing through life. That's the way it's supposed to go. We take our time and we take our hard knocks and we learn and we grow. And there's people who are further down the road. That generally comes with age, but that's not always a guarantee. Sometimes some of the wisest people we know may be younger than us. But regardless, we're looking for wisdom. And I love this Proverbs because it tells us that we need to look for wisdom, that it's better than being strong. It's better than being a great warrior. And so it says, so when you go to war, go seek out many counselors. Guys, this is something we don't generally like to do, especially as men, I think. Maybe ladies struggle with this too. I don't know. But you can tell me later on, ladies, if that's the way you feel. You can comment or just contact me directly. But regardless, we need to look for wisdom. When we have a big decision to make, we need to ask people for advice. When we're unsure of what the right thing to do, when God doesn't give us a clear principle, or maybe we just don't know the principle that God has given us for this situation, go get counsel. Go talk to people who are further down the road, who know God well, who treasure His wisdom and His ways. And so go to them, ask for advice, say, hey, what do you think I should do? Should I pick A or should I pick B? And sometimes they're going to be able to tell you, hey, you need to go with this one and you need to avoid this one. And this is why, and they can explain it. Sometimes they're like, well, if it were me, I'd go this way. And they can't really give you a solid reason on why, but they can give you a direction they would go if it were them. Sometimes they're just utterly clueless. It's like, I don't know, it's up to you. Or you can, hey, maybe you could ask so-and-so. They might know something about this. But the point is that the more people we can bring in on big decisions, the better and more well thought out the decision is going to be. We're going to be able to mitigate a lot of the trouble that comes along with sometimes a decision, especially the major ones. So, guys, I just want to urge you, go talk to somebody. And as always, with any advice you get, and I mean absolutely any advice you get, no matter how godly the person is, always check it against the Bible. If they're able to give you some scripture saying, hey, I think you ought to do this based on this scripture, well then, okay, go back to look at that scripture. Take a look at it in context. Don't just take their word for it, but dig into it. It's worth your time and your effort, I promise. Always check your advice against what God says. So that's my advice to you, is go look for advice. And that's all I got for you guys. I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.